Yo, what is up, guys? Before the video starts, make sure to like and subscribe. So today, I'm just gonna be showing you what I think is the worst Valorant comp in the game. Now, this was like way harder than I expected to do because most of the agents are pretty solid, and coming up with a team that like just didn't work together, or just like terrible, was extremely hard. So anyways, let's get started with the video. Now, I'm pretty sure when most of you think of the worst comp, you're probably thinking of 5 Duelist, right? I mean, that might be the worst comp. It probably is the worst comp, but it'll probably obviously just make like a boring video. Like, I didn't just want to do 5 Duelists. So what I was kind of thinking when I was trying to come up with the worst Valorant comp, I was just thinking like no smokes, and then like just 2 characters that just couldn't keep up with the team. So technically Jet has smokes because she has like 3 smokes, and Phoenix has a wall, which is still like an ability, like a line of sight blocking object. So I just did the 5 duelist things, except that I took out these 2 characters. Now, picking a character out of here is like insanely hard. So the character that I was thinking was like a Sentinel, probably, because again, I wanted to make sure that like we had characters that couldn't keep up with the pace of the rest of the team and like stuff like that. So but then I didn't want info either, so that means that Cypher and Killjoy were pretty much like out of the list, because I didn't want info, I didn't want smokes, I just wanted like a terrible comp. So I decided to pick Sage. I think Sage is pretty good for this. I mean, like, if they get bombed down and go for a retake, it's gonna be kind of hard, but it shouldn't be that bad, because like, you know. And also, not only that, but the main reason why I wanted a Sentinel here is because like a Sentinel isn't going to be able to keep up with the pace of like these duelists and stuff. Like, they're just going to be like hanging back, and it's going to be insanely hard for them to keep up. Next, finally, this character was like pretty hard to find. Oh wait, also, another reason why I picked Sage is that she's not really that good in this meta, to be real honest with you. Like, her wall is kind of easy to destroy, her slows got nerfed. That nerf that they did like a long time ago with Sage pretty much not really killed her, but she's just not that good anymore. Now, the last character in this list was like insanely hard to find. Like, I really was thinking for a long time and I couldn't come up with one. But then I was finally able to come up with a character that should be in this spot. So we don't want smoke, so obviously no Brimstone or Viper. And we don't want info either, so no Cypher, Sova. Oh yeah, also no Omen, sorry. And then we obviously can't have these duelists because, you know, they have like smoke-like abilities. So the last 2 people that I could choose was Breach and Skye. Now, for the worst Valorant comp, these 2 are probably exchangeable. I think that Skye is slightly better for this comp just because of that double healing and stuff. And not only that, but her ult is pretty good at helping you take sight. And even though she's not that good of a character, I think that Breach deserves a spot much more, because he's definitely not going to be able to keep up with the pace of the team. Like, unless he goes insanely fast, he's just not going to be able to flash for his teammates in time. Like, these 3 characters are going to be way ahead of him. And like, also, not only that, but like his abilities take an insanely long time to wind up. And another variation of this worst Valorant comp that you could do, you could probably substitute Skye for Sage. It really depends on the map for the worst Valorant comp. I'd say that on Split, like Breach and Sage are really, really good characters on Split. So if you're playing on Split, I would probably recommend switching out Sage for Skye, because I think Skye would be much worse on Split. And it just really depends. These 2 are interchangeable. So here are the 3 variations of the worst Valorant comp. This is the first one. This is the second one. And then this is the third one. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, hey. I mean, this is the worst Valorant comp. There's only supposed to be one, but it really depends on the map. Because like, this comp is actually decent on Split, especially since you have like that raise. So this is definitely like the worst Valorant comp. or one of the variations of the worst Valorant comp, but there's gonna be different variations for different maps. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Again, please like and subscribe, and see you later, I guess.